Are you tired of having 3 losing lanes and do you want to know the solution on how to do it? Well, I can explain to you 5 concepts that will help you understand what to do. Some of my students have applied these concepts as well and got from Emerald Heartstock to Master, and basically my 13 years of League of Legends enjoying. I will share my knowledge on how to do so. Watch till the end, I'm sure you're gonna love it. It's gonna win you so many more games, and enjoy the video. First concept, stop revenge chasing. So when I say stop revenge chasing, stop following the enemy jungler and try to get something. Look at the minimap. Jarvan here sees a fight and he's like, oh my god, there's a fight, maybe I can join? And let's take a look what happens. In the end, what ends up happening is that Pantheon's ulting, Jarvan's thinking, oh, maybe I can help, and let's see what happens. The Pantheon just dies like a piggy, and Jarvan now is like, oh, I'm helping. But look, instead of helping, he could have done the Drake. Instead, he's going towards the mid lane, tries to make a play. There's no play. So he's wasting his time to potentially kill my Varus. So if you're in this situation, please do not ever follow the enemy jungle. Just farm up. There's always opportunities. So now let's go to concept 2. Turn-based game. So in the second concept, you will learn that League of Legends is a turn-based game. Whenever you make a play, the enemy jungler can make a play. And it is very crucial to understand that if you stop revenge chasing and you understand that when you make a play, enemy has a play, you will understand better on how to jungle track. So pay attention. The enemy Poppy is respawning in 2 seconds and Volibear right now needs the base. What does this mean? This means that Poppy currently has the ball, and when I say he has the ball, he has the opportunity to make the first move, and he has tempo. He can basically make a play on the top lane right now, and if he wants to do it, Volibear cannot match it. So let's take a look. I just made a play and I got some wonderful kills. Poppy is using his time to take the grubs, and because my bot side camps are up, I cannot match it. As he's doing the grubs, he's losing his turn, and now I can do the Drake. As I'm doing the Drake, he now is using his turn to make a topside play, and I cannot match it. And after he makes a topside play, guess what I can do after the Drake? I can make a bot side play. So what should Poppy do right now? Poppy right now should be thinking, well, enemy jungler is in the bot side. I just ganked top lane. What can Volibear do? He should now be thinking mid lane or bot lane. So he should be thinking about, okay, well, he can be in the bot side. So what should I do? Spam ping my bot lane. Don't do this. Be careful. Getting 1 kill is perfect. Now he has to spam ping back. Let's see what happens. They keep chasing like crazy. And in the end, what ends up happening is that a bear is coming to finish them off. And after I kill them, okay, the Poppy has a turn. But I really want to highlight something very important, which is the following. Let's take a look. Poppy right now is clearing his camps. He's showing on the mid lane, taking a wave, and look at Poppy gold. Poppy has 1.2k gold, and he has Eclipse. Right now, what is the problem? Poppy is using his turn to catch mid lane instead of basing. What ends up happening now is that because he used his turn to catch mid lane, didn't base for Eclipse, let's take a look at Volibear. Volibear, what he did is the following. Volibear killed bot lane, instantly bases because it's 1.5k gold. And when Poppy killed top lane, he did not base. He has not enough gold yet for his Eclipse, so he's greeding. And that's fine. But if you greed once, the enemy jungler has tempo. So right now, what ends up happening is that Volibear has now the first move. Poppy needs the base. And now, because Volibear has a turn and the Poppy fucked up his base timer, when this play is happening, he could have been here if he wanted to, if he skipped 1 camp. But instead, he's way too late, not on the map, and now his bot lane is getting cooked. So, because he didn't understand turns very well, and didn't know if he was greeding, he's not communicating at all. And this is a big reason why you have losing lanes, because you don't understand tempo. So now let's go to concept 3. Base timers. So, the concept 3 is base timers. If you have losing lanes, if you don't understand how to base, you are not enough pressuring the map. And if you're not pressuring the map enough, if the enemy team is trolling, you cannot win. And yes, my Kaisa here is disconnected or something. So right now, despite the Volibear here having 3 losing lanes, you need to understand when to base. Right now, Volibear 1.5k gold camps far away. Let's look at what happens when you have good base timers. Let's take a look. Volibear right now rushing straight towards the top side, clearing top to bot. And if you watch the previous example, Poppy did not have good base timers and not good tempo understanding. So because I have good base timers, if there's any fight here, I'm ready for a fight. Boom. They're bot lane, trolling, getting some nice kills. Wonderful. Let's take a look. And this is advanced, okay? Right now, Drake spawning 240. As Drake is spawning in 240, let's take a look. Clearing some wards, looking for another play, getting another kill here. Now, every single time you make a play, you should think about, okay, how much gold do I need for my second item? Volibear right now needs around 100 gold for his second item power spike. So take a look at Volibear. After this play, good junglers have a very good idea what they want to play for next and how much gold they need. In lower elos, people don't think about this. So let's take a look. Volibear now takes his camp, goes for a mid lane play, and after going for a mid lane play, the Drake is spawning in 140. When this is happening, and Volibear still needs the base, you have to think about, okay, I have a lot of gold, I'm not fighting, I just want to get out. When you have a lot of gold, prioritize basing. If you don't base properly, you are not strong enough to look for a fight. A lot of junglers here would start taking the top side camps here. What would I do here? Would I base or would I take my top side camps? What would I do? Think about it. So right now, I am basing. I have the perfect amount for Shojin, and because I have good base here, and the objective is spawning in 123, which means you want to path top to bot, look what ends up happening. Clearing top to bot, and always, if you have good base timers, and you're very strong, the most unexpected things can always happen. An Aatrox appeared out of the bush. So right now, because I'm very strong, have a good base, if there's any fight, you're ready to go for the fight. And now, because you're very strong, and even if I'm 2 levels down, I beat them up. Simply because you have a good base, you clear your camps. If there's any fight, you cook them. So because I'm basing properly, this happened. Knowing when to base is very crucial. Like, I can't highlight how important it is to base properly. It is so important. This is something I explained in my early game course. If you master the base fundamentals and know step by step what to do, you're good. So now let's go to concept 4. Defensive mindset. If you play jungle and your laners are losing 0-5 top, 0-5 AD carry, well, bot lane combined, you do not want to initiate plays. When bot lane is getting humped like this, you should not be thinking, oh, let me gank them. No, your mindset should be the following, which is number 1, cover dives, number 2, wait for their base. You don't want to initiate plays, especially if you don't know where the enemy jungle is. So right now, I'm not even looking for a gank. I am just looking to take this Grand and play defensive. Laners, they will play aggressive anyway. Take a look at Ezreal's point of view. This guy is like, oh, guys as alone, Nami in base. What's gonna happen is that they will start playing aggressive. And when they start playing aggressive, if you're just in the bush waiting, they will int anyway. So as I'm doing this camp, now I'm like, hold up, you're overextending a bit. Now you're dead. The mindset is not even to gank them. I will only gank them if they troll, or if I know enemy jungle is not around, and then I go for it. You should not feel forced to make these plays. Now let's take a look at another example. In this example here, let's take a look what happens. My team is getting collapsed here. When your team is getting collapsed, you need to think, I will try to help them, but if my life is in danger, I am bouncing. You shouldn't completely drop your teammates if you're around. You should know a bit the enemy threat and know what they're capable of. So right now I'm walking up just to scare them, and look at the chat. I pinged 6 times back when I'm walking up, because you don't want your teammates to be confused and be like, Volibear wants to go in. Nope, ping them back and help them escape, and then you start farming and wait for better opportunities. If you know how to play with losing lanes, trust me, there's always gonna be opportunities. So now let's go to concept 5. Cross mapping. So if you don't know how to cross map when your laners are losing, you are cooked. I want you to take a look at items and look at rumble items. Enemy top laner is much stronger, and if you know enemy team has more items, ping your laners to not contest the objective and trade. whether Rumble died here or not, I would have never fought it. Objectives are there to fight if you win. If you don't win, you trade. Look what ends up happening now. I am going into the bot side because there's nothing in the top side. And now I am looking for a cross map play. So pay attention. Now the Ahri ends up dying. So I used my turn for the dive. They used their turn for the Herald. And now what's next? Now, because I cross mapped, let's take a look what happens. Just because I cross mapped, now the enemy laners are greeting here. And because they're greeting here, now they're getting killed as well. And just because of this, it starts snowballing the game. If I would have for some reason contested the Herald, these situations would never happen. And now let's keep on watching. As we chase the Aatrox here and get another kill. Let's take a look. Taking his camps. There's some fight here, doesn't matter. But now look at this. My teammates here will be dying soon. Now the Drake is spawning in 1 minute. Take a look. 1 minute, the Drake is spawning. Now, my Twisted Fate here is getting caught. Instead of like helping my Twisted Fate, I am looking for opportunities myself. I consider this a cross map. My team getting caught. I look for another catch. I do not win if they're grouped. So instead of that, I am just playing and making a pick here. And now, because I made the pick here, Drake is up in 30 seconds. And just so you know, my Rumble is not even playing the game. He's literally AFK for the next 50 seconds. However, this guy has been AFKing for like 1/2 minute, actually. But now, because I cross-mapped, look at this. I made a play here, and I forced the Ahri to teleport on top lane. And simply because I forced him to teleport, look what happens in the next 2 minutes, just because I forced him to be on the top lane. And let's take a look at this timer. So right now, because Ahri has no teleport, what ends up happening is that there's a fight in the mid lane. And when there's a fight in the mid lane, enemy team right now is all in here. Pay attention. Now, there's a fight here. And as there's a fight here, I recognize, hold up, I think we're not as strong. But now I see my Rumble coming in. And now I see my Twisted Fate coming in. And Ahri is late to the fight. So Ahri just joined the fight. And we end up winning this fight here. So from now on, we're actually ahead. But let's take a look from before. Ahri right now is walking from base. If Ahri had teleport and he teleports here instantly, this fight would look completely different. If Ahri started teleporting here, there was going to be no way I could even hit back here. And they could keep on chasing us. Simply because I looked for a cross map and pushed the other side, this opportunity was being created. Whereas in lower elos, people would be like, oh, let's maybe fight it. But no, there's no need. There's always opportunities. And now I'll show you another example. In this example, the Drake is up and we want to fight for it. So as we want to fight for it, my Rumble is playing like an NPC and just dies. So what do you do now? No choice but cross map. So what ends up happening is that, well, we cannot fight here. So we'll have to go to the other side and see if we can get anything else. So now, because enemy team is on the Drake, I can now look for another play here on the mid lane and try to get something. This is a small window where the enemy team is not here, grouped, and I'm using this opportunity to kill the enemy. Ahri has no flash, no ult, and just because I knew that enemy team was on the Drake, I tried to look for a different play when they were distracted, and because of that, we now managed to get a kill, and I managed to take the bot lane wave, and because of that, now Ahri is still dead in base. They should wait for Ahri. Ahri is super far away, and he's not there. Simply because we made a play when they were on the Drake and didn't contest it, which was a low percentage play. The fight is over before it starts. So simply looking for cross maps will help you so much, and combining all these habits will make it so much easier. I will now summarize the video to you, and it is super important you watch it because this is where the juice is. So, well, these are the 5 things, which is 1. Stop chasing enemy jungler. 2. Turn-based game. 3. Basing properly. 4. Defending laners. 5. Cross mapping. When you want to defend laners, remember, you just cover them for dives, and if they int, let them die and keep on farming. There's always more opportunities. Essentially, if you win a game that you should have lost, that is a 40 LP difference. Instead of minus 20, it's plus 20, so you actually get 40 LP. So going from 40 to 20, you go 40 to 60. It is such a big difference, and just winning 1 out of 5 games is more than enough. If you do this consistently, you're gonna climb. And it's not about winning one time, it's about over 100 games, winning 10 times. That makes the difference, okay? And if you want to learn the fundamentals and know exactly what to be doing, all the fundamentals are in my early game course. And if you actually get the early game course and you don't get any results, I will refund you 100% if you don't get results within 90 days, because I'm a believer that if you buy a course and you don't get results, you shouldn't have to pay. I'm very sure that my course with permanent access and updates is going to help you with that, but this is only for the people that are really sweaty nerds that really want to climb. And if you're not that serious about it, don't get it. It's really for the people that are passionate about League of Legends, want to climb, and that's why I made it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys liked or didn't like, and I wish you guys a nice day. Peace.